When you think of the worst video games of all time, what titles come to mind? Superman 64, E.T., Big Rigs? I am, personally, a big fan of things that are so bad they're good, but sometimes things are just actually bad. Like, bad. This series will give me a chance to go through all of these horrible titles that have scarred me throughout my life that I've encountered over the years. The games that have tinged my soul. This is just the worst. And today's game is Karate for the Atari 2600. Karate was released in 1982 by Ultravision and released by Froggo later in the decade. Now listen, I don't know a whole lot about martial arts. I've seen the first 3 Karate Kid movies, and I know that Morgan Jones uses Aikido. But even with this limited knowledge, I can tell you this. This ain't it. Supposedly, this game was designed by a black belt named Joseph Emilio. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if he helped with the scoring system or I don't know what. But apparently, a karate person was involved in this game's development. I really wasn't able to find too much information about the development of this game. So in the game, you and your opponent start out as a white belt. As the game progresses, the victor of a match goes up a color. There's a 2-minute timer, and you have a small array of moves to utilize during a match. From the manual. As a beginning white belt, you have a body arsenal, including straight punches and up punches, straight kicks and up kicks. But so does your opponent! This body arsenal is available to you by way of holding the joystick in different positions while holding the action button. Now, if you have not been able to tell from watching this footage, none of these things work properly. When I first played this game years ago, I didn't feel like I had any control over my character. Playing this now for this video, I can tell that my actions with the controller do affect what is happening with my character. It is just not at all what I want it to do. Most times, the game won't register the direction I am holding the joystick, or it will register the direction of the joystick and not my button press. Everything about this game just feels awful. The karate men don't look very good, even by Atari standards, and really, they shouldn't need to. But the fact that the gameplay is so rotten really makes you focus on how bad the game looks as well. I feel like both of the little karate men are fighting in quicksand. Something is obviously impeding their movement. So here was the first time that I was able to knock down my opponent. This happened while I was looking away from the screen and randomly pressing inputs while I was reading the instruction manual. When this happened, I quickly looked back over at the screen, excited that I might be able to finally win a match, and quickly got smacked down for the rest of the game while I was paying attention. I was unable to win. I don't believe that I even really got close to ever winning. Controlling this game really hurt my hand. At one point, I laid the controller on my chest and used my pointer finger to give my thumb a small break. I was never able to get my character to do exactly what I wanted it to, and I got my ass thoroughly kicked every single time. It is a joyless, soul-sucking experience that almost broke me. There was just nothing redeeming about the game. The graphics are awful, and the gameplay is just about non-existent. If your idea of a good time is 2 grotesque stick figures standing very close together in molasses while shoving extremities at each other, then this is the game for you. Congratulations. But if you play video games in order to have fun, stay away. Stay far, far away. Karate is one of the most infuriating experiences that I've ever had in my gaming life. I can't think of many games that make me want to break things, but karate is definitely on that list. If you know of any other games that are really awful and terrible and make you want to hurt other people, maybe hurt yourself, then let me know. I've got a couple in mind, but I know there's a whole world of bad games that I am not privy to. Eventually I'll probably get to the heavier hitters, just, why not? It'd be fun to look at Superman and Big Rigs and all of these, but I'm really looking to try to look for games that maybe I have never played or never even heard of. If you can think of any rotten, stinking games, please let me know. And with that, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.